There is a quote by Ramesh Balsekar which says, "No personal, individual effort can possibly lead to enlightenment. On the contrary, what is necessary is to rest helpless in beingness, knowing that we are nothing. To be in the nothingness of the no mind state, in which all conceptualizing has subsided into passive witnessing. In this state, whatever happens will be not our doing, but the pure universal functioning to which we have relinquished all control." The mind has created an image of what enlightenment should look like. And it wants to attain that image by controlling the process. So the mind says, let me attain enlightenment by doing hours of vipassana practice every single day, or by following yoga or breath control or meditation to achieve something. That is how the ego mind moves. But that very movement prevents the understanding from happening. What Ramesh is saying here is that nothing is to be done at our end other than allow life itself to bring that understanding. Because the process that is happening, that is bringing about the understanding, is not in our control. Life is dictating that process. That process is as per cosmic law. In other words, the universe itself has laid out a map that is followed by the individual. So, conceptualizing will not help, because conceptualizing is a part of the mind-intellect system, which is basically the ego, the sense of separate self. And the separate entity cannot do anything to bring about this understanding that there is no doer. We cannot do anything to get enlightened, but simply rest in our beingness, in a totally surrendered state, allowing everything to happen the way it is happening. And then an understanding dawns. And in this understanding, everything happens. It is when we let go of all the control, nothing or everything, which are basically the same, happens. But trying to control a process by putting effort, individual effort as he calls it, or personal effort, will not lead to the enlightenment that one desires. Because that enlightenment, the idea of enlightenment is a projection of the mind. So it could be anything like calming the mind or wanting a permanent state for the mind. But in the end, that is just a state. And it will change because the nature of this life or phenomenality is change. So there is no permanent state. Even samadhi is not a permanent state. You may go into deep bliss in samadhi or in any other practice, but eventually you are going to come out of it. And then again you're going to seek. So chasing a state is not what Ramesh Balsekar here is talking about. He's talking about just letting go of all control relinquishing all control to get the understanding and allowing the universe to do its job. Because we cannot make any sense of how the universe functions. All we can do is just accept things the way they are. And that brings peace.